everybody. This is my first update out of Cabazon. The highway is right over there, and those are the mountains that we came down today and the day before that. Over here is like a very small town with like no resources for hiking. Either hitch on the freeway or get an Uber, and we got an Uber. So we went to the truck stop and we started with burritos at Taco Bell with Baja Blast ices. Then we went to In-N-Out and got French fries. And then we went to Starbucks and got coffee and charged our things. And we both iced various parts of our bodies outside and took turns doing that. We were thinking about going 4 miles to this wind farm up here. I don't know if you can, I don't even know where it is. Right there. We hit section C, which like, I guess isn't that impressive. Here's the windmill here behind me. I guess it's wind farm. I sound like a redneck when I say stuff like that. It's not like, I guess, super impressive considering I started a month ago, but it means like so much more. I feel like not more than how other people feel, but more than how I would have felt if I had gotten here without being injured. My tent might go down tonight, and I might have to, you know, go up into the heavens with it because that's where it seems to be going. But I thought I would say one thing before I go to bed, which is I am curious to see what people, or to hear what people want to see in trail vlogs. Like, comment down below, are you more interested in just like the scenery or like personal stories or details about the trail? Like, should I know what mile I'm on before I say something? And basically stuff like that. I'm leaving the Mesa wind farm right now, and it is very windy, and let's see if you can see, it's down in there somewhere. Very windy, which makes sense since there's a wind farm here, and some of the other hikers said that they had mice issues. They were cowboy camping, so then they set up their tents in the middle of the night. I didn't have that issue because I set up my tent anyways. But it was cool. At 6 a.m. the wind farm opens, I guess, and there are a bunch of guys in there, and they give you free coffee, and there's a bunch of food that you can buy for like donations, and it was really nice to just have a warm cup of coffee. We're about 2 miles and change away from Whitewater Preserve, which we plan on going to, and kind of early siestaing there. It wasn't like a super far, it was only 5 miles from where we were, so we're not too concerned about like racing there before it gets too hot out. So we are at Whitewater Preserve right now, and it's gorgeous. It must be some sort of like state park or something, because we're here and it's a Tuesday and there's a bunch of school kids here on a field trip, so it's pretty cool. It's very nice. There's this building and some water, and I don't know if we're gonna stay here for like our entire like siesta time, or if we'll head back over to where the river is and just hang out there. Okay, so we are at the Whitewater, I guess, right before the Whitewater Preserve, basically the part that's right off trail, and this is what it looks like. It's super cool. We were gonna stay at the actual like Whitewater Preserve, but the wading pool was just kind of like water, and there was lots of kids there and whatnot, so we decided to just come back to the water here and just, you know, like soak our feet. We are about 2.5 miles from our campsite, which is up on this ridge, is what we've been told by the locals that passed us. Down this way, first of all, there's a wild Danielle, and then also there's the river down there, the Missions Creek, I think is what it's called. When we were talking to the locals, we heard this weird barking sound, and we looked up on like this mountain that, I don't even know, it had to be like 100 feet tall. I don't know, I'm like looking at Danielle to like validate me. Like, it had to just be like 100-foot mountain, and or just like part of a mountain, and there was a coyote on it, except for it wasn't a coyote because it was barking like a dog, and this section of the trail is known for feral dogs and feral cows. So the locals that we were talking to just said, like, stick together, wave your trekking poles, just look big, stay together, talk, you know, so they know you're there. We start doing that. We literally get 20 feet from where we were, and the dog starts like bolting down the mountain, and it's like barking like a dog, not howling or barking like a coyote. And he just starts like bolting down the mountain. So we, you know, kind of walk really fast back to where we were, like kind of behind some little tree bushes. We wait like 10 minutes, and then when we emerge again, he was running up the mountain again. So we just kind of sped walk away, and that's that. And now we're just climbing for the rest of our lives until we get to Big Bear, which should be fun. So this is the view behind me right now. Oh my God. Dan's taking a break up there, which will be nice. It is the next morning from whatever my last update was. And look at the views everywhere. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have a water source in 2 miles and change, and I might take like a 15-minute break there, you know, 20-minute break. All right, so I just hit 4 miles, and it's still really early in the morning, so I was kind of surprised and impressed with myself coming off of Achilles tendonitis that I hit 4 miles well before 8 a.m. Usually that hasn't been happening, and it's been an incline, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm at the part of the trail right now where you cross Missions Creek like 10 times. So I have been sitting at this little campsite with a river for the past half an hour, and I'm probably gonna hang out for another 15 or 20. Just because I hit 7 miles before 10 a.m. and we're not letting ourselves, or letting me specifically, go over 12 anyway. So it's kind of like I kind of am making myself sit here for a little bit. Trust me, I love a good break, but also I just ate like a lot of food. So I am about 1.5 miles from camp for the night and have about 500 more feet of elevation to go up. And it's so freaking hot. Oh my gosh. I let myself, when it's this hot out, take like a break every like 1.5 miles, even if it's just for 10 minutes, just to sit in the shade to like catch my breath and just not feel like I'm overheating. So I was having an issue with being bored on trail, and I was trying to figure out how to fix that. And I have a couple of things that I've been doing in the last, I don't even know, just last like 3 days, 2 or 3 days. Oh my gosh, there's ants everywhere. That have really helped me not get bored on trail. The first thing was something that I was planning on doing before I got on trail, and it was buy East of Eden as an ebook, and I did it. It was actually a birthday present from my sister and my uncle, because ebooks are expensive, especially one that's like what is it, like 800 pages or something. I love East of Eden, and I've read it many times, but when I first started listening to it when I got on trail, I wasn't super into it, because the first, I think the first 2 chapters are, I'm already on chapter 9 or something now, but the first 2 chapters are describing Southern California, and they're it's hot and dry and everything's dead, and there's mustard plants everywhere, and the sand is white, is like basically the whole first 2 chapters, and that's like not what you want to listen to when you are hiking. The second thing, wow, I'm like super rambling. The second thing I've been doing is when I got to Mesa Wind Farm, they have Wi-Fi for hikers, so I put on my Instagram story on my personal, which is Sierra A Tibbets, and then the Just for the Hike of It one, which is the one that I use with Danielle. And I asked people to, still so out of breath, I asked people to recommend songs for me, their favorite song or songs at the moment or of all time, and any genre, whatever, doesn't matter. Send me your favorite song. And I got so many songs that my iTunes account like shut me down. And it was kind of cool because a lot of it is stuff that I would have never downloaded. And like, it's really interesting too, because now it's like I feel like I have like a little piece of those people that sent me songs. And some of them were strangers, which I totally am cool with, and I thought was super awesome because it's like kind of like a cool introduction. And then some of them were like friends that I've had for years or family members, and it was super cool. Hello everybody, it is like 6:30 in the morning. I got a later start than I was planning to because when I woke up this morning, my blister was gnarly, like gnarly. It woke me up a couple times in the night. I fell asleep at like, oh my gosh, before 7 I think last night. And when my alarm went off at 5, I already knew it was going to be a shit show. So I looked at my blister and it was definitely infected. So I spent a little bit of time just like getting some more of the like liquid out. And then I covered the entire thing in Neosporin and laid down for like another 30 minutes. So it kills right now. It doesn't feel good. It hurts really bad. This is such an annoying video already. I already know that this Cabazon to Big Bear is going to be a long one. It is a pretty long section of the trail in between towns. I might be mistaken, but I think it might be like the longest section between towns that we've done so far. I'm not sure. So, I don't know. I just feel so lucky to be out here, even though every single step hurts. One ankle hurts and then one blister hurts, both on different feet, so that's great. And I just get so out of breath, and I think part of it is I'm just so phlegmy, as you can hear. But we had our first real breakdown of the PCT. Not like, you know, little breakdowns or little meltdowns. We had a good one where we laid under a tree for 5 hours in the middle of the day, and we're maybe doing a total of 7 miles today because we just felt like we both have things that hurt, and excuse me. We both have things that hurt, and all of our friends are ahead of us. And it's, I don't know, just mentally we're like, mentally we don't know if we're physically able to do this. So we just had like a pretty tough time. So tomorrow we're definitely going to end up getting a hotel in Big Bear, hopefully, if they're not all sold out, because it's Memorial Day weekend. But yeah, we were like, we definitely just need to ice our bodies again and maybe cry and watch like Lifetime or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we're feeling better now. Turns out it was just that incline for like 4,000 miles that just kind of put a damper on the mood. We're feeling pretty good. We've gone more than the 3 miles that I thought we were going to go. We're going to try to make it to Coon Creek tonight, so we'll see.
She's only about 2.5 miles away.
Is it really?
Yeah. 2.4.
Sweet. All right, so it's the next day. We are a handful of miles away from Big Bear. I'm like out of breath. We have a hotel for the night, which is super exciting. So we're just gonna ice our bodies and eat pizza and drink in bed. That's the plan. So we just got to Big Bear. We got a hitch from this guy named Albert, who's super nice. We hitched off of like a scenic highway, which was super cool, and it was obviously super busy, and he was like the maybe 5th person that drove by us. So the last video was cut off because some old lady started like saying hi to me, which is fine. But we're in our hotel. We have delivery food on the way, and we're watching the E channel or whatever it's called. I don't know. And it's amazing. Perfect way to spend a week-long hike.